Hi. In this module, we're going to see now how to create a user ID and password for a new employee. We've already created a new employee in the staff management module, and then we have to create a user ID for a particular new employee who's joined it. So for that, from the main dashboard, you go to the master setup, click on master setup. We have various options out here, sub modules. In that, you go to the bottom with the user and report setting. Click on that. Further, few more modules open out, like user group setting, user management, report access management, report group setting, reset user password, user login status report. Now, out of all this, you select the user management. This is where you create and modify existing user and creating new users. To create a new user, you click on new. A new empty blank form opens along with all the rights to the particular employee. Now I want to create for the particular employee called ABC. So I type ABC and the username also is ABC. I give them the password. And then I select, there are two categories, two types here. One is an admin, other one is an employee. For all, admin is mainly meant for NTAB employees who will be mainly the backend admins to support the schools. So always select employee category. And then you go to the user group. We have three over here. In your school, you may have more than that, like administrators, accountant, admin, and so on and so forth. Here we are going to select the teacher category. And then I come here and click on this and select, I have to search for the employee. The employee name is ABC. So I type ABC, doesn't come. So I just delete one letter, automatically it shows with AB what all are there. So ABC is the employee with employee code 9. Select that. Now, if I had, instead of selecting employee, if I had select admin, for example, then this field is inactive because an admin cannot be an employee. This is an NTAB based admin. So this cannot be active. So you have to select employee and type AB. Automatically the name comes. I select the name ABC, employee code 9. And then here I have the various modules like master setup. Now all of these are blank because for teacher group, when we created a teacher group initially, we never gave the rights to this particular module, like creating academic session, class section, because that's not the job of a teacher. It's supposed to be the management or the admin who's supposed to do that job. Similarly, inquiry follow-up, we've not given the rights to the teacher, so this is all blank. Student management, we have given them a certain amount of rights. And if you go down, you have attendance, we have given them the rights. Transport management, we have not given any rights to the various modules of transport management. Fee collection also, we have not given the rights because teachers don't collect the fees normally. And then if you go further down, we have student evaluation where teacher can do the job. And staff management, again, it's not the teacher's role, admin or management does the job. So we don't have that rights here. SMS also, we've not given it to a teacher because most schools don't like teachers sending SMS. The school will send a SMS centrally by the admin or by the management directly. Parent communication, we have given them the various rights. Now, in case, let's go to the top here, scroll it up. And let's say I want this teacher is a normal teacher, has all the rights of a teacher, but I want to give this teacher some special rights to do certain things, like for example, creating an academic session. So I click on academic session over here and also creating a class and also creating a section. These three extra rights I want to give this particular teacher. Maybe she's a head teacher or the senior teacher or whatever it can be. You can choose what to do to give them the rights. Once I'm satisfied with that and I'm given all the other rights are already there at the bottom, now I come and click on save. And the password is shorter than 5 characters. Okay, so I need to give them slightly more. And then now I go and click on save. So username already exists. So there's already a basic category called ABC. Now that means this if an employee two names of employee of two employees match with each other, then you can't use the same user ID. You have to create a different one. So I'm going to create as ABC1, and here also ABC1. You can give whatever name you want here based on the employee's name. Now I click on save. Successfully saved. This is how you create a new user ID and password for a new employee. In case if you want to check on an existing employee, or you want to modify the rights of an existing employee, or you want to edit something, then you have to go back to this user ID. And let's say I'm going to edit the same employee where ABC1, and then click on enter. So automatically all the details of the employee comes up. So I gave them these extra rights, they are all there. If I want to make some modification to this particular employee or any other existing employee, then I have to select their user ID over here and then click enter and then go to edit. Then this opens up now. Now this is all editable. I've decided I don't want to give them these rights. I don't want to give them these rights also. I don't want to give them these rights also. Now I'm okay with that and I'm going to save it. Updated successfully. This is how you modify the existing rights of an existing employee. So two things. One, you have to always select the category called employee over here for user type. Second is you have different user groups which has already predefined rights, and select a particular group like teacher or headmaster or accountant. Then the rights given to the accountant becomes the rights of this particular employee that you are creating. You also have the freedom to give some extra rights to a particular person apart from the group that they belong to. That is by editing their specific rights and giving them extra rights and saving it. So this is how you create a user ID, a new user ID. Also, you can edit or modify a existing user ID